Section 4.3 intercepts. First of all, it's important to know that if you have any 2 points on a line, you can draw the line, and there's only one way to do it. We say that 2 points determine a line. A definition to put in your notebook: the point at which a line crosses the x or y axis is called an intercept. Take a look at the blue line on the graph. If we want to find the intercepts, then we will look for the places where it crosses the x-axis or the y-axis. First, the x-intercept would be this point right here where it crosses the x-axis. You'll see it's at -5. The ordered pair is -5, 0, or we can just say the x-intercept is -5. The y-intercept of this graph is the point 0, 2. You can see it crosses the y-axis here. We also can just say that the y-intercept is 2. Take a look at this graph and see if you can tell what the x and y intercepts are. The x-intercept is at 2, 0, so we can say the x-intercept is at 2. It crosses the y-axis at 0, -4, so we say that the y-intercept is -4. All right, now let's talk about how you find them. What's the y value of any point on the x-axis? Well, if you consider some points that are on the x-axis, you'll notice that they all have something in common. They all have y equal to 0. If you consider some points that are on the y-axis, you'll notice they all have something in common. You'll notice that x is equal to 0. And that tells us something important about the x and y intercepts. The x-intercept is the point where y equals 0, and the y-intercept is the point where x is equal to 0. Would you please add this to your notes? All right, so if we want to graph this line, we can start by finding the intercepts. To find the x-intercept, we set y equal to 0, and we determine that x is 14, plotted on the graph here. To find the y-intercept, we say that x is equal to 0. We solve, we found out that y is equal to -4. We plot that on the graph, and when we connect the dots, we have a nice straight line. Take a look at this graph. Let's see what the intercepts mean. If you take a look at the line, you can tell that the bank account balance is going down, so the person must be spending money. The x-intercept, right here at 9 weeks, tells us the point at which the person runs out of money. Their money lasts for 9 weeks. The y-intercept, right here at 180, that tells us the starting balance of the account. Finally, let's say we had a banquet facility that needs to seat 180 people. They've got 2 types of tables: square tables that will seat 4 and round tables that will seat 6. So the equation 4x plus 6y equals 180 represents the possible combinations that they might use. Let's find the intercepts, graph it, and see what that means. First, to find the x-intercept, again we set y equal to 0. We determine that x is 45, and we can plot that on the graph here. To find the y-intercept, we set x equal to 0. We find out that y is 30, and we plot that on the graph here. Connecting the 2 points gives us a straight line that tells us the possible combinations of tables. In this case, the x-intercept tells us the maximum number of square tables if we have no round tables at all. And the y-intercept at 30, that tells us the maximum number of round tables if we don't use any square tables. X and y intercepts